Alright, good day everyone. Today we are going to look into one special figure. This is an SH Monsterarts Godzilla 2002 from the movie Godzilla Against Mechagodzilla and Godzilla Tokyo SOS. So this is a special figure for me. I was trying so hard to find one of these last year when we were in Tokyo. We went to Shibuya, we went to different Mandarake stores all around Tokyo, Akihabara, several big camera stores. None of them were selling one of these. Online, it was very expensive at that time. I remember seeing some listings around 200, 300, even $400 for one of these. So yeah, when this year came, because of the the popularity of this figure, Bandai decided to re-release this figure, and its initial release price is around $90. It's still a bit expensive, but uh, since we're getting the same sculpt, same everything, I'm expecting this to be a very good figure. So shout out again, special shout out to my local toy supplier, toy store, Geek Love PH, for hooking me up with one of these figures. If you guys want to get one of these figures, I suggest you get some of our reputable toy suppliers such as Geek Love PH, and get your cool Godzilla toys from there. All right, so let's open it up and let's look at the figure. Okay, so we've just taken the tape off and now we're opening the figure. Yeah, I need a little bit of room just to remove it from the clamshell. Just to remove it from the box, I mean. So yeah, we're gonna open that box right there. We're gonna keep this somewhere safe. So as you may all know, SH Monsterarts is all about the box and keeping the packaging looking well. So yeah, so that's what Kiryu looks like. I mean, that's what Kiryu Goji looks like out of the box. It doesn't come with anything, so it's wrapped in plastic. It's encased on a clamshell plastic casing. So yeah, let's look at what it looks like once we've freed it out of its plastic prison. Alright, so finally we have Kiryu Goji out of the box, and wow, the sculpt is really good. I mean, it's as if we're looking at a prototype, or or something that's not an action figure. It's really sculpted really well. Yuji Sakai really did a great job on sculpting this figure. The paint application was also really good overall. So the spines were painted really well. The nails were painted really well. There you could see some weathering from the nails. The eyes also were painted well, but there are little botches that I could see, but I'm not gonna, overall it's really just a small detail. The mouth and how they did the paint on the mouth was also really good. So overall, the paint on this figure was done really well. And I just want to highlight how they did the dorsal plates, the spines on Godzilla, how they sculpted all of that. Those details are really amazing, especially the ones that are on the sides, like these ones, where they're kind of sticking out from the skin, kind of like small developing spines or developing dorsal plates. Those details are amazing. I mean, again, I'm just at a loss for words on how good this thing is sculpted overall. So yeah, so now let's look at the articulation on this figure. So in terms of articulation, the head moves on a ball joint. I mean, that's the nice thing about Bandai. They don't run out of ball joints. And then the mouth is also connected via a ball joint. So as you can see, it's not just moving up and down. I know there is some tongue movement on here. Yeah, I think you can see. Let's see if you could focus it. Yeah, so we could also move the tongue. And it closes, the mouth closes up to that far, which is really nice. The neck also on a ball joint, although it's a bit restricted because of the spines at the back, but that's okay. The nice thing about the SH Monsterarts figure is that you have some shoulder movement. It's also connected by a ball joint, and all of the arms up to the wrist is connected by a ball joint. The hips, I mean the hips, yeah, and the you can have an ab crunch movement. It goes down about that far, and goes up around about that far. The head also points all the way up like that, so you could get some cool poses with this one, right? And in terms of the waist, yeah, so so it's on a ball joint. At least we've confirmed that. And there are ball joints on the hips. Same on the other side. And then also a ball joint on the knee. Also a ball joint on this knee. Goes down around that far. And goes back. And a ball joint on the foot or on the ankle, right? Now on the tail we have like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. Wow, that's a lot of ball joints. Yeah, so basically it's all ball joints up to this point. Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't. Okay, so it's all ball joints up to this point. So this length right here is just one piece. Okay, so it's kind of long for one piece, but you could still do a lot of dynamic poses with this figure. Okay, so now let's look at what this figure looks like compared to the other figures that you might get for this line. This is how Kiryu Goji stacks up beside Kiryu or Mechagodzilla from the same movie, and this is how Kiryu Goji stacks up beside Mothra from the same movie. So the nice thing about this is that this figure is the perfect scale, of course, because they are from the same company. It's the perfect scale if you have the SH Monsterarts Mechagodzilla, and if you have the Bandai Movie Monster series Mothra. So they stack up pretty well. Okay, my final thoughts on this figure: amazing sculpt, amazing paint application. I'm very impressed with the articulation as well. Of course, it's an SH Monsterarts. I mean, you couldn't expect anything less. In terms of scale, I usually lean towards the NECA because the NECA usually produces figures that scales well with other figures. But for this figure in particular, it's the perfect scale to the SH Monsterarts Godzilla. So if you have the opportunity to get this figure, get it. And if you just want one Godzilla 2002 or Godzilla 2003, I would suggest that you get this figure as well. So the only gripe that I have, there still are some paint botches. There is a little bit of paint botch on the eyes and some on the back, but it's really not that noticeable. And of course, it doesn't come with a beam effect. So for 90 bucks, at least Bandai could have provided an accessory to come with this figure. But other than that, this figure is just the perfect representation and the perfect figure to represent Godzilla 2002 or Kiryu Goji. Okay, so yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you haven't done so already, please give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.